To introduce myself. My name is Jonathan. I'm here in Charleston, South Carolina. The reason why I'm going to be doing some documentation, I think, is because the biggest thing is documenting for future people to see. So what that means is documenting the journey, showing people how you have gotten to where you need to be, and then this way people can actually see what steps they need to take in order to possibly get there. So when people say, well, someone got to the top, or they're successful in whatever field they do, or they have created an audience or become an influencer, or anything where they have amounted to something other than the average person, people don't know how to get there, what steps to take. That's the biggest challenge, I think. I think you see a lot of people out there that are, wanting to be successful, that are entrepreneurs, that are putting in the work, but maybe there are those other people there that just don't know how to get started, or they just don't have, the go-getter mentality. So I feel by giving back and showing what those steps are, maybe that'll help influence and help drive those people to inspire them to make those changes and to create those necessary habits to be successful. Now myself, I'm on the path. I haven't gotten to where I need to go. I'm far from it. But I have started to develop different habits based on all of the successful people that I've followed and have looked to. So this is simply a way for me to give back for when that time does come, for people to look and say, well, how did he do it specifically? And guess what? If I don't, then at least I tried. That's the thing, right? That's life, because I can't sit here and dwell on it and think that there might be an opportunity for me not to be successful, because if I never give it a shot, then no one's gonna know, or neither will I know. So I think the biggest thing in this world is starting with being happy. I think that's the biggest thing for me. That was the biggest key for me, was to get happy. I think for a long time after college, and once I got into my professional career, I'm a salesman, by the way. Once I got into my professional career in sales, I still kind of was figuring it out, but I wasn't really happy. And I wasn't happy with myself. And I think it's from a multitude of things. I think it's from my experiences in college. I think it was my experiences high school, and then also when I was growing up, that I don't think I ever really addressed it, or nor did I take care of myself. So I was running around for all these years, and I didn't know why I wasn't happy. I always thought that I needed to be in this place or that place, or I need to be doing this, or I need to be with these people. And I think that's what a lot of people do, is that they think if they change their environment, that they're all of a sudden just going to become happy. And let me tell you, that's not the truth. That there's no truth to that whatsoever, because you have to physically, mentally, spiritually look inside of yourself and find out what makes you tick. And by that, that's going to mean, I can even unpack that a little bit more. What do you like to do? What do you do on a normal basis that makes you happy? What experiences or things do you do on a day-to-day basis that open yourself up to new experiences? Do you smile when you walk around? Do you look at people differently? Do you hold doors? Do you interact with people, with strangers? People have this tendency to just keep their heads down and not look up and experience what's out there. We're all humans on this planet. We all want constant interaction, particularly now today with the social media and stuff. There's not one person that I know that does not like or dislike having notifications on their phone. They don't. They just don't. They love it. Either they like it because they get to interact, because it's like, oh, somebody liked my photo, or somebody wrote a comment, or this, that, and whatever. People like that. Or they're the other people that hate emails, for instance. That 2,000 plus email notification number on their phone. People also hate that. But I think what people need to realize is that if they just open themselves up and realize that they need to be happy first, before trying to go change the environment around them, that they're in essence laying that foundation to be able to build off of. And that's what people don't do. People do not take the time Most people, not all, but most people in this world, only a select few actually do it. But they don't build that foundation, so when they start to add life's building blocks on top of them, whether it's whether it's your job, mortgage, car payments, kids, whatever it is, relatives, the list goes on and on and on. But if people would just start in the beginning and realize that they need to get happy first, this is the first step in becoming successful. It is, because if you're not happy, if you do not have that strong, devout foundation of happiness, gratitude, and all these other things and expressions that come in with that, they're not going to have anything. They're just not. So that's the biggest thing, and that's the biggest key right now that I'm trying to hammer home is build and work on yourself first. That's the first thing. Besides anything else, before you even start in anything else, in any journey, which way you want to go, the first key is to get happy. It's the first thing. And then after that, it'll all start to play itself out. And then it'll start building. And you'll start to get in a cadence. And then things will start to come. They'll start to come. They'll start to come. Once you start to open yourself up, all of it will come. Now, it won't be right away. It won't be right away. Now, that's the next lesson, is patience. Then you got to just wait for it. But once you first open yourself up, that's the first step.